All of this. It's
I think you and I both...
I thought, Mr. Martin. It's
The good news is that we finally...
Are you sure?
Romu?
Florent should remember him. Romeo was... But Mr. Not only with... But the...
And of course, when he was suffering...
Yeah. You could say...
Oh, that's a good...
Oh, yeah. He used to be a lot better with taking counsel. But on the matter of...
I think the Aquabus was just the straw that broke the camel's back. They believed that...
So, they... But...
Yeah, but to them, even... Of course, Ms.
So that's what...
From that point on, perhaps they've regarded it...
I've also heard that they...
I think Coulter's got a point. Both Marcel and Romeo had my father in their sights for a very long time. Even though Marcel's faction... With how
Good thinking, boss.
Thank you for that, Florent. And Coulter.
Don't worry, it's nothing. I've heard so many...
In that case, why don't we go back... Want to come with me again, you two?
Of course.
Then let's go! Paimon feels like...
We...
Are we not taking the boat this time?
It's nice to walk from time to time, isn't it? Think of it as something like a hiking trip. Once we're there, we can stay a few days before we return.
Sounds good. I haven't walked this road in a long time.
Solidify! Be sanctified.
Well, we've walked far enough for now. Since we're out for a walk,
Well, Paimon thinks you're doing great. We didn't have...
Back in the days before the Malus and I must have traveled this way hundreds of times. When we were tired, the Spina was still on the rise back then. Mr. Callus was generous and everyone... And now, in the blink of an eye... Oh, I know.
then let's stay here.
Oh, is this another
Oh, wait. Let me check if I have all the ingredients. Seems like we're all out of flour and sugar. Oh, would you?
We should contribute to make...
Oh, that's great.
Then I'll go look for...
Great. Then I'll prep the stove. Let's... Ah, how did it go? Did you... You've all done your part. Just leave the...
Whoa, these macarons look...
Boss's baking skills have always been famous. Everyone in the Spina knows how exceptionally talented she is.
Oh, it's just a hobby.
Have you two seriously never considered joining us? You're so close to the boss, and she obviously trusts you with all her heart, so... I see. Is that why you have to always stay on the road?
You just happened to walk in on... Adventurers never Besides, after everything we've...
Even if Paimon was far beyond the horizon, she'd still remember...
I understand now. I will endeavor to make them...
We've got no wine with us.
Cheers! Hey, what are you doing? Quick.
May your travels go smoothly. May the... All set? Let's move out then. I asked some old acquaintances in town to make Adele's uniform, so we should be able to pick it up right away. Hey there, Ludovine. How's business lately?
The demo.
Nonsense.
My mistake, Are you here for the...
Yep, I
Navia's always liked to take even...
Hey, that's not the only reason I'm here. There are few things more uplifting than taking...
Boss has got a point. Going on a trip with friends is always better than staying cooped.
Very well. Please, wait here.
Can someone remind Paimon again why Adele wants to join the speak?
She hasn't given me any... After we cleared her father's name, she said she used to... But the Spina is very different. Yeah. She said that she wanted...
From the sound of it...
I think so too. But for now, let's focus on giving her a great atmosphere to grow and thrive. She can commit to us once she's older, and can really make that decision.
Is something up, Traveler? Huh? Tailing? Oh, Paimon's...
I'll go check it out too. Coulter, please hold on to this for me.
All right.
Paimon saw them too! They headed up!
Stop right there!
We knew you were going to be difficult!
Seems like if we want them to.
Brothers?
Stabilize! Order guide you!
Get out of here!
Gather! This is order!
Now, talk. Who are you?
Don't think we'll let you off easy if you keep silent.
How did it go, boss?
If you thought they. Anyway,
We were discovered.
get revenge?
You actually know that name? But if you do, then surely you should understand what—
Indeed. You haven't got the faintest hope of winning, right?
We were out drinking. Too bad you guys messed up ours first. Huh? You're pretty sharp. But so what? We didn't do anything. Seeing you like that.
Listen, Callus, I am the current I won't press charges for your attack. That should also.
I understand.
But if you so much as think about pulling something like this again.
All right. We get it.
Are you sure?
I don't want to inherit my father's grudges. If the other side is willing to talk.
I support boss's decision as well.
Yes. Plus, we already know. I still think we should keep an eye out for Romeo's folks, though. Then we could still have a fight on our hands.
Yeah, those guys definitely didn't look like big fans of yours.
I'd rather things not go that far, since, though we haven't talked to each other for years, once upon—
Yep, that's how I feel as well. Anyway, it's getting late already. So why don't we stay the night in the Fleuve Cendre? We can head back to Poisson tomorrow. I'll also ask someone to write Florent a letter and inform him of everything that happened here today, so he can increase security around Poisson and be on guard against any suspicious individual.
Do we have to stay in the Fleuve Cendre again? Even the pillows?
Sorry, we can still go out in the evening for some grilled fish and drinks, though.
Huh. That does sound pretty cool. Coming back here really does feel like this place is starting to grow on Paimon. If you think about it, it would be kind of weird if the Spina's base at the court was some super luxurious building like the Palais Mermonia.
Totally. Right on the money, Paimon. Although, of course, with the continued growth of the Spina, he was a very ambitious man who rarely looked behind or beneath him. For better or worse, that always made him stand out from the crowd.
And that's also why people hated him just as much as they loved him.
All right. Why don't you go wait for me at the restaurant? You can use the same room as last time. You still remember the room number?
Yep. Kinda hard to to forget when there are only so many rooms here after all.
Oh, did I just hear someone taking a dig at Fluvson?
Oh, Paimon, sorry! Please have mercy, Navia. If you do that, then Paimon really won't be able to sleep at all.
I was just kidding.
Guess I'm finally on the right path. We really need those parts. It's taking him so
Hello? Are you asleep yet? Oh, no, not at all. I just figured that since we don't get to enjoy nights like these very often, we should try to enjoy it to the fullest. Wanna go fishing? I've got some
Oh, so that's the prep you were talking about.
Hopefully I didn't wake you or anything. Don't worry. You don't have to do any actual fishing if you're too tired. Just think of it as keeping me company. How does that sound? Okay, let's go. To the fishing spot.
How can you call this fishing when you're using a fully automatic rod?
What's the...
But shouldn't fishing be all about, you know, attentively watching the float and then excited?
Well, that's one way to enjoy fishing. What do you think, Traveler? Then, let's try regular rods next time. We can have a real fishing competition.
Honestly, Paimon's mainly shocked at how much energy you still have at this hour. Usually by the...
It might just be something that runs in my family.
That's a thing?
I'm sure you'd get even sleepier if I delved more deeply into it. Anyway, I was just thinking about how grateful I am to my mother, as well as the rest of the Spina. My father always had... My mother never had... All the members of the... Can you... No matter what Papa yelled...
Paimon would have never...
But once... I learned then, because if you do falter... sorry. Basically,